After Raila Odinga has lost the seat, a lot is expected to start happening in the country. I'm going to bring you here analysis of all those steps that are going to be made as far as Raila Odinga's loss is concerned. But for today, I want to take you through on the possible demands that are going to be made by the Azimio or ODM part to William Ruto's government. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, can you make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. First of all, the first in the list that's going to happen is the majority and the minority decision that is supposed to be made in Parliament. Against all odds, we all know that Raila Odinga and his Azimio team won the majority seats in Parliament, National Assembly. But coming 2022, when the elections were occurring in Parliament, for the election of the members of Parliament, the Speaker, and even the majority leader and minority leaders, was very clear that most of the members who were elected from Azimio side were, of course, bought to William Ruto's government. And as a result, they managed to sway the decisions there. So it happened that Raila Odinga and his team lost the majority part of Parliament, and they became the minority. That was very unfair and unconstitutional. Recently, we had a court ruling that was saying that the majority side is Azimio, but still Wetangula went ahead to go against the constitution to declare Kenya Kwanza being the majority in Parliament. We saw how the MPs of ODM came out agitated. Not just ODM, the Azimio, entire Azimio, because even the Wiper party were there. And they said, wacha tumalize on Saturday, and then we are going to see it. We're going to see what's going to happen. So the fact remains that they are going to demand back their space. And this is very clear. They are going to do it. Before then, someone could be asking, why must they be listened to? I did a video here and told you guys that Ruto has made himself vulnerable to an extent that he has put his re-election in the hands of Raila Odinga and probably even Uhuru Kenyatta. And therefore, if someone is holding you on his hand, he can either drop you or not. So you have to abide to what he tells you. So the fact remains that they are going to listen to what Raila Odinga and his men are going to demand. That is true. So therefore, they are going to demand back the majority seats that they have in Parliament. In this kind of a scenario, remember Moses Wetangula was also chosen. Fine. The fact remains here that the election for the Speaker was done and the majority voted for him. Azimio had their own candidate, but he did not win the seat. But now there's something we have to agree here. Wetangula is illegal in that seat. Why? He's still the party leader for Ford Kenya. So probably should be quitting the seat. So there's a negotiation that's going to take place here. Either they take the majority seats or they take the Speaker seat. So we are going to see either Wetangula quitting or Azimio having what you call the majority part. So we are waiting to see what is going to happen as far as the next steps of politics in Kenya are concerned. Now, another thing I want to talk about here is this. We know very well there's a pending list of PSS that is yet to be appointed. And in that list, despite that there were ODM members who were there and Raila's allies, the fact remains more demand is going to be made. That Raila Odinga to produce a list of people again that is going to be added on top of those that they're having. Because now, Raila Odinga is going to be seriously active in Kenya. And apart from that, Raila Odinga is now dominating the current Kenyan politics from the opposition side. If Raila Odinga comes with this dominance, and then the demand for this, because they're the ones holding government, probably William Ruto as well is going to abide for it. Because as we speak today here, William Ruto does not have allies. And those allies that he has are from Raila Odinga's side. What's the problem if they also occupy these seats in government? That's just my reasoning. I want to see yours on the comment section what you think about that. Another thing I want to talk about is this. Kalonzo Musyoka, based on the numbers that we have in this country right now, in 2027, he will have a big say because of his combined numbers. If Mount Kenya brings a candidate, or Mount Kenya supports a candidate, William Ruto supported by Raila Odinga, Kalonzo goes independent, we are going to have a 50+1. We are not going to have a 50+1 winner. And therefore, we're going to go for the second round. Where will Kalonzo go? Because we all know Kalonzo will not be the first or the second. Where will he go? Unless he's supported by all these other communities. Where will he go? At that point, they will need somebody. And that is Kalonzo Musyoka to come on board and either support Ruto or Gachagua or maybe team against Ruto. And what if they have Kalonzo early enough? The 50+1 might be achieved. So right now as we speak, they probably want now Kalonzo back to government. They are going to hunt for Kalonzo. Jointly hunt for Kalonzo. And have Kalonzo probably be given a seat. And that is going to start very soon. Because Kalonzo is needed seriously to protect William Ruto. Because there's no serious mountain, there's no serious region, like Mount Kenya region, when it's against you. Those people will make your life unbearable, especially if you're not doing well as a leader. And I'm telling you, William Ruto probably is thinking about it day and night. So they have to hunt for Kalonzo Musyoka. Last but not least, as we go to 2027, and then the deal between William Ruto and Raila Odinga stands. And as per to me, I feel strongly that probably Raila Odinga is going to honor that. There's a demand that must be made. You cannot be supported with only cabinet secretaries. You must produce a running mate. If William Ruto is going to be the candidate of ODM or the candidate of Raila Odinga and his people, then William Ruto must accept Raila Odinga to produce the deputy president, the running mate. And that means Kithure Kindiki must be sacrificed. He must be sacrificed come 2027. And that is going to be a serious demand. Because how do you expect to be protected by the people who are going to vote for you again, and then you expect them to just hold ministerial positions? It will never work. How does mobilization occur? So let's expect a running mate from Western Kenya or from Luo Nyanza or even from the coast. But the fact remains this person must come from Raila Odinga's side. And that means now William Ruto and his team must abide to that. Must abide. Or else William Ruto goes home come 2027. This kind of a demand, it's not even just in 2027. It can even happen before 2027. Because as we speak right now, Kindiki is becoming ineffective as far as the political terrain of Kenya is concerned. People think probably it's supposed to produce numbers from Mount Kenya. And the way things are, not going to happen. Every day he comes, he speaks. Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigathi Gachagua destroys everything. So the fact remains that as they do it every day, unless Rigathi Gachagua is finished completely, they are not going to take over Mount Kenya region. They are not. And the fact remains come 2027, the people of Mount Kenya as we speak today, they have made a decision. We have seen celebrations across the country, particularly in Karatina Nyeri, people celebrating that Raila Odinga has lost the seat. That means very well that the people of Mount Kenya have made a decision which is against William Ruto. And therefore, Kindiki is completely irrelevant in 2027. So as we speak today, they have to bring someone from the Azimio side or maybe ODM side or Raila Odinga side. I don't know what is your take as far as the demands are concerned, but please let me see kindly on this comment section what you think about Raila Odinga's return to the Kenyan politics again.